Well, I just settled up $40 for 2 meals and 1 night. Now I'm off to the second pass of the 3 passes called Cho La. After a night where I closed my eyes and don't remember sleeping, but somehow woke up to my alarm, it's got me feeling a little better, but like I'm already feeling sort of winded. So I'm sure even with taking the altitude meds that I'm taking, it's taking a toll on me.
The plan for day 3 is to start at Jragnog and head up to the second high pass named Cho La Pass. After going over the pass, I'll head down to Zhongla and then take the high route that takes you to the base of Lobuche East. And then head down to Lobuche, where I will do an out and back to Everest Base Camp and then end the night at Lobuche.
Okay, Cho La Pass. What's it, 17,500 feet? Yeah, that felt pretty good. It was actually pretty fun with all the little ropes, or the little cables that you got to grab onto. Kind of reminded me of Half Dome a bit. Oh boy. But it means we're going down there. All the way over there. Oh yeah. Just crossed glacier behind me. That's fun, except it was beating hot with all the snow and the sun just shining. I was sweating because I was running too. I'm trying to cover up today so I don't get obliterated like yesterday. So it's either be hella hot or be hella burned. Right now I'm picking hella hot. Third day's theme. Today is charity versus greed. This is one that I think about greed probably a lot more than charity, when it has to do with these mountain adventures. Always wanting another adventure, always wanting another summit, and there's really no end that is logical. It just kind of keeps going and going. And it makes me think about, sometimes at least, what sorts of things I'm missing out on, because, you know, it takes a lot of time to do these sorts of things. Like, for example, I started doing a master's program in electrical engineering 2 years ago, and I quit because I knew I didn't have time to do this sort of stuff. And that is what it is. Maybe I'll just value this more, and that's fine. But I'm also a person with a lot of different interests, like history. I love history, philosophy, like just even hanging out with friends. I mean, when you do all these sorts of things, it really means that a lot of your time spent with others is in the mountains, which is fine. But, you know, at some point, I almost feel like keep on wanting more and more of that thing, and it starts to kind of fulfill you a little less and less. It's kind of diminishing gains in a way. And so charity is the other side of it, where instead of doing more and more for yourself, you try to do more for others. And that's something that, you know, I don't feel like I do well enough. Just trying to, I don't know, get back to others and like think about them and tell them you're thinking about them, I think is a good way to balance some of the greed. I was trying to talk about in a little bit how I think I'm going to try to do that more in the future. While we're on the topic of greed, a certain like mantra that I've heard, especially in the ultra running community, comes to mind, and it's kind of like I want to see what I can get out of my body. And when I think of greed, obviously the first thing I think that pops in my mind is like exploitation. The reason why exploitation is bad is that there's only one side that agrees to it. And when I think about what that means with respect to like my body, or what other people say, you know, their body, they want to get the most out of it, I just feel like it doesn't quite like rub me the right way, I guess, in that I think I'd rather be able to do this for like a long time and be able to kind of get my body to a state where I can maintain a certain level of fitness, and not necessarily like what is, you know, the most productivity I could possibly get out of my body, or the most elite performance I get out of my body. Like in some way, me, that feels like exploitative, and in my mind doesn't create longevity. And I don't know if it's a false choice or not, but I feel like if you go hard and you go hard for so long, and I saw this in high school, I saw kids go really, really hard and then they just burned out and never ran again. And I think I'd be way sadder if I pushed my body to its max, found its maximum productivity, its max performance, and I got bored or I got fed up or I got tired of doing all this stuff. So in my mind, I want to maintain a certain level of fitness that doesn't cause me to burn out, and then I'm hoping I will be able to do this for as long as I can. So in that way, I think I'm trying not to be greedy with what my body can deliver, because I just feel like that's not the best option for me. Coming up on Cho La, I think.
These Tibetan breads with jam are so good. I had to get one. They taste like funnel cakes.
It's pretty crazy when you actually take care of your body, how much better you feel after some Tibetan bread, some coffee. Man, I feel so much better. Now I was trying to repeat it yesterday. Behind me is Lobuche. It's about 21,000 feet. Looks rather intimidating. And there is Ahmedabad. You probably recognize it a little bit more from the other side, but that is Ahmedabad. And then up there is Lobuche East, which is a trekking peak that is pretty common on the 3 Pass trek. I'm already at almost 17,000 right now, and I've not seen a single soul. It's pretty, and I feel good, but I'm not sure this was exactly the right way. I mean, I still gotta go all the way up. Oh, that was freaking hard, man. Got up to the point where I guess you start going down the Lobuche. It's down there. Lobuche East up there. And maybe that's Uppbeat, I think. 17,000 feet. It's about 12:30. That kind of killed me, honestly. That climb was tough. Glad to start headed down to Lobuche, where I can figure out what the plan is for the rest of the day. So I had to come down this little nice rope pulley. Kind of icy, so the foot was a little bit sketchy, but not too bad. You can kind of lower yourself down. Yes, made it to Lobuche. Whew. Which is the last main place before Everest Base Camp. Whew. I'm feeling kind of fatigued for sure. Gotta figure out what I want to do. I'm gonna try to get a room right now, and then maybe lighten my pack a bit, see if I can go for base camp. Okay, it's a little after 2 p.m. and I'm setting out towards Everest Base Camp from Lobuche, which is like 5 miles one way. It's about 1,500 feet uphill. It's definitely gonna be pushing it a bit, but I do want to get it today. I'd rather do a bigger day today and then take a little bit of a rest day tomorrow. So I'm hoping this takes 3 hours or less. I lightened my pack a ton. I took everything out and put it in my room, so a very light pack right now, which feels amazing. I know I talked about how sometimes you can't let the wrath channel you, but right now I need to listen to some Breaking Benjamin so I can run this 5 mile trek. Channel the anger sometimes. It does work. Head. Okay. Ah! Oh. Okay. Yes. Yeah! Oh my god. Oh. No. This is too heavy. Okay. Oh. Thank you. Oh my god. That's insane. Thank you. You need help? I tried to put that pack on for maybe 10 seconds and I felt like my whole back was going to snap in half. I cannot believe they're carrying that and going fast at 17,000 feet. Oh, I think I broke my neck. That was insane. It was so heavy. I bet you that was 100 pounds at least. Incredible. Well, I'm officially at Everest Base Camp. Don't really want to go any further. It's already been out for 8 hours today, and I was starting to kind of get pretty tired by the end of that one. Still like 5.5 miles or 5 miles or so, and I'm almost at 18,000 feet, which is the highest I've been. And also, that I shouldn't have put that stupid thing on the Sherpa pack on my back. I think I'm feeling it a little bit now. Yeah, so I just want to get back and honestly get some food in me. But that's the Khumbu ice fall right there, which is pretty incredible. I can hear the ice cracking around me, which is kind of unnerving. A little bit early in the season, people are just, I think, getting set up for Everest attempt, usually early May. It's kind of crazy. I was just watching the movie Everest on the plane here. Rob Hall and Scott Fisher, incredible story. But it's kind of cool that it happened literally right here. You can't see Everest from here, but Khumbu ice fall goes up there to the Lhotse face, and then all the way up to Camp 4, South Col, turn off to the Hillary Step. I mean, this is just a place I've always wanted to be. It's incredible. One day I think I'll come back and hopefully climb, but not today, not this year. I cannot eat another bite. Stupid Lenny and Larry's cookie that I brought. It is the worst thing on planet Earth, and I have 4 more of them. Oh, that was such a mistake. Only one way. I'm getting back. And that's freaking Lincoln Park, baby. It's the only fuel I know when I don't have any food. Somewhere I belong. Okay, I finally made it back to Hotel New EBC. Took about 3.5 hours to go to Everest Base Camp and back. I am wiped. That was a long day. That was almost 10 hours. 21 miles, 7,000 feet again, I think. But I mean, it must have been over 16,000 feet. I need some freaking food, man, and lay down. And I think I'm gonna get a late start tomorrow and have a little chiller day because I am kind of blown up right now. But I'm just happy to be back. All right, that's day 3. Next time. See you tomorrow.